Alright, so I see everybody talking about this movie called Sinners, and I see a lot of the prophetic Christians, talking about how they walked out the movie. It was just too much, their spirit couldn't handle it, and it's interesting because I've seen a lot more on this app that puts my spirit at turmoil than a movie would. A movie about vampires and about generational trauma would ever do. And I'm going to bring up one storyline that's been floating on my FYP page that is just absolutely diabolical. And it was the two ministers on there on the podcast talking about how she got her husband ready to go see his side chick. Now that's a major sin. Adultery. That is actually one of the very few sins in the Bible that God says that you may get out of a marriage from if you commit adultery. So the fact that she's preaching to you Christian girlies about how you need to stay with the man who constantly tells you he hates you, who cheats on you, and somehow is rewriting it to make it sound like it's a biblical piece of wisdom that Christian women need to follow, that is sinful. That is diabolical, and I'm so sick of it. Like, we really have to stop that rhetoric. That is not okay. It was never okay to cheat on your spouse or to commit any sorts of adultery, and to have somebody go on a Christian podcast and promote it like it's just okay. And then in the same sentence turn around and say, oh, the movie Sinners. Oh, I couldn't watch it. You look, that I couldn't watch. That ruffled my spirit. That I had to pray against and rebuke in the name of Jesus. Y'all are being really selective about what y'all find in demonic. We gotta stop.